The visual language was the first language. Before we knew the notion of drawing a symbol of a hand, we just saw the hand and then find a text that equals that. But visually, that's how when we're born, that's our information source. And that's how we gather it, you know, sights and sounds. I'm Byron Shen. I'm an abstract painter living in Tulsa, Oklahoma. People ask what type of work I do, and I express them as spiritual or emotional landscapes. I think the reason I chose abstraction as a vehicle for myself is that it's a broader thing. When we think of terms of pain, love, tranquility, harmony, joy, those are more abstract type thought. It's in more the abstractions that you start to, you can start to see something, and it might be sort of lending itself in that direction, but then, you know, a year later, it'll be something different because it's where you're at. So there's more of like a dialogue with the viewer. The painting behind me is entitled Vibrant View, and it is one of my emotional landscapes. My life has been about journeys and how we have those internal passages that we've gone through, that I wish to depict them in a very spiritual way. That's why the horizon is out there. You are going toward something. And that's the significant part, is that journey getting towards there. Because a lot of times you don't know how far that is and when you'll arrive, if you ever do. The whole concept of attracting the viewer in, which is a flat surface, and a lot of times in my mixed media pieces, the purpose that I put a textural element as not just visual in the sense of, you know, wanting the tactile feeling, but also just the confrontation. So you'll have this piece right before you, and it's funny what a little bit of cheesecloth or twine will do to the canvas. And, you know, when you stand up against it, you'll see it, and it's flat as can be. But at the same time, when the way light hits those surfaces, it really protrudes in a way, so it almost counteracts that horizon that's in the back. And so for me, it's a reference point back to the fact that I'm just a painter, and I realize that it's about painting too. I love to bicycle on a road bike and go different places. My wife and I are thinking of doing freewheel this year, which is going from the southern part of Oklahoma to Kansas and camping along the way. I love food. When I travel, yes, I love the different sights and things, but usually what I remember of a place is the food. When I was at Cranbrook Academy of Art, the school in itself is a very conceptual type school, and it pushed me not only to make paintings that I thought were sumptuous and beautiful just to look at, but there had to have some sense of meaning, you know, some sense of purpose. The painting process for me, it ranges from every emotion. I mean, I said that it's cathartic and it's wonderful and relaxing. It's also very frustrating simultaneously as I'm doing it. It's painful, in fact, at times. I don't, you know, I mean, I enjoy painting, but let's put it this way. I can't say I like painting, you know? It's not that at all. It's something that I do and need to do. And as a person, when I do it, I also noticed in the after effects and how I relate to others. You know, life is about change, and it's when you're in those uncomfortable situations that it expands you as a human being. But, you know, the quest is still important.